Interesting hobby for our next guest. A retired firefighter during COVID finished most of his first novel, Programmed to Win. It's a political thriller. It's an interesting story. Why don't you say hi to K.A. Brown? He is from the fine department of
East Hartford.
East Hartford. How many years?
26 years.
Thank you for that. Writing, though, a hobby for you at first.
Yeah, it kind of was. I started writing kind of just as a vent. I would write little bits of stories and not really share them with anybody. And then it started to get more and more. So.
I've said this 1,000 times on the air when we interview first-time authors. I am completely envious of you because I think the great American novel in my head is still rolling around there, and you put it to paper. You finished it. You did the bulk of it during COVID.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, during COVID, obviously, it was a tough time for everybody. For me, this was kind of an event that allowed me to, release some of that stuff that builds up when you can't get out and do the things you normally do.
Absolutely.
So it was just my way of letting go of some of that stuff too. Plus, there was a lot of political stuff going on at the time, and that works into the book.
And let's be clear about this. This is not a firefighter's novel, but a couple of the lessons that you learned along the way, it kind of applied to a couple of characters in here, and given the political landscape 3 years ago, that plays in this as well.
Yeah, so it's all fiction, but it feels like it could fit right into modern politics. I used my experiences with people on the job and watched how they responded to different, emergencies or other tragedies in their lives. And that allowed me to have that sense of how characters should respond to different things in the book. So
I can't imagine what you saw in 26 years. But you got most of the story done.
Yeah.
But you needed a little... To get it done, you had a little inspiration.
So actually, it kind of worked out funny. Early on in my career, when I had been writing these little short stories, one of my lieutenants had picked one up one day and read it and wanted to know why I wouldn't finish it. And he was
What was the answer?
I just didn't finish them. I just write it as long as I needed it. But he made me promise him that one day I would finish the book and I would. Give him a copy of it. And just recently, last month, I was able to do that. I was able to hand him a copy.
He's holding it right there. That's the picture.
Yeah.
Now, what was more exciting? I mean, because I would imagine when you rip open the first box and there's your book, that's a really great thought. But you got to really, you got another one with that.
Oh, definitely. That was truly a heart moment where you really felt it. I didn't know how it was really going to affect both of us. But it meant a lot to me to be able to fulfill that promise to him, and it meant a lot to him that I remembered to do it.
Absolutely.
So, just that bond you build on the job after a time, and to be able to make that work. So
you can find K.A. at a couple of signings. I couldn't think of the word. Clearly, I shouldn't be a writer. Signings in Colchester.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Colchester on the 28th. We're going to be at Tim's Bistro from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then on the 29th, we're going to be at Broadway Wine and Spirits from 3 until 7 p.m. And they're actually going to be doing a bourbon and Bordeaux sampling at the same time. So they're calling it Bourbon Books and Bordeaux.
I was going to say, you got a fourth one, Brown, as in K.A. Brown.
Yeah, there you go.
I think you missed that. It's a 4B event. So K.A. Brown, I'm impressed with the story.
Thank you.
But I'm also impressed with the man who did it because, you went from, again, doing something amazing as a firefighter for 26 years, turned this hobby into a real life, real deal. Second career. We wish you the best of luck with that.
Thank you so much.
If you want more information, we're going to have it on the website, fox61.com. Programmed to Win, a political thriller. And it sounds interesting.